In their dreams, an impossible tree. At its base, a bustling city. A voice. Come to me, child. I've missed you. Return to me, for only you and your brothers and sisters can save me. Return to your roots. Come to Duillegean. Return Orilond to what it once was, and is meant to be. A new group of heroes, and an unknown fate. A lost child, a child of innocence, a child of dreams. One of dragon magic, one of justice, and one of rebirth.
Yes!
We're good?
Oh, yes! Oh, God. Thank you so much, everyone, for bearing with us through all of that insanity. I forgot one thing I need to start up. So I can spam chat with the ridiculous amount of information we need to get out. So we're going to have a little ding, and then I'm going to hit the damn thing that will put all the info. I will blaze through it as fast as I can, and we will hopefully be ready for a recap and in-game.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, I love you guys.
Nice. We're all set.
Alright, where is... Come on. Streamlabs, get your butt here. Not right in the middle of people's screens. Are you kidding? Of course. Of course.
What's this purple? What's this purple?
I made it purple. Of course, is it covering people's faces?
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep using the same first word. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, what are you doing?
There we go.
Yeah, you can.
So, first one. It's gonna be the start. Tell your friends you can retweet us using that link. That'll let more people know about what we're doing right now. I am affiliated with Dice Envy. If you are looking for a set of dice and want some really amazing ones, and to support me at the same time, use the link in chat for Dice Envy. I also have a website and a podcast if you would like to check those out. Meantime, our players, if I remember, it's that one. And then, if you would like to grab people's captions, it is this one. There we go. We are all set. Who would like to recap?
I always recap. Somebody else recap this.
You don't always recap.
I recap, I draw the maps, the Badger does stuff. Somebody else do something. Come on. I mean, the Badger can't recap. It's nothing but no one understands that.
No, you can totally. You know what? Have the Badger recap.
No, I'm not having the Badger recap. Somebody else do it.
Was the Badger at least paying attention?
Not usually.
Berkrin recap. After all, he knows nothing.
Yeah. Okay. I'll recap.
Come on. Come
So-
on.
I've got
recap. Come on.
I've got bullet points.
I'll recap. So, last week we continued from the tunnel. Right off the bat, we start with Thatch, who decides he's gonna reach into his lovely little kinder pouch, and as he does so, he pulls out Maga, and as Maga comes out, Berkrin falls to the floor asleep. They go through a few more caves, find a few more things, and at one point they come across a room that has a bunch of goblins, of which Kara decides needs to be gone immediately. Even the last one sitting there pleading for its life, it just wanted to exist.
It
She
didn't
just kills
plead for
it.
its life.
So, hashtag Team Kara or hashtag Team Nyx, because Nyx and Thatch both agreed that this is something that did not have to be done. They continue on through the caves, and Thatch finds himself in a room that he immediately leaves because it has some black puddings. He regroups with the rest of the party and they come together and talk about whether or not they want to try and face these things down. They decide they do, and shortly after engaging them decide, you know what, maybe not. After that, they go to continue along their way, come across a door, open it. It is a room full of glowing purple moss all over the floor and walls, and that is where we left off. So,
We did also find a warhammer.
we did find a warhammer.
Where's Berkrin and all this?
Strapped to the badger.
Yep, strapped to Grip. I believe where we start from here is in the room with the moss. What would you guys like to do?
Does anyone know what this is?
Ixar wanted to lick it, if I remember, as far as I remember. I'm going to eat that moss, as was his first things out of his mouth. Oh wait, no, it was Possum. Possum wanted to eat the moss. Somebody wanted to eat the moss.
I'm asleep. I don't know what you're on about.
I'm gonna go touch it.
How about
least.
you don't real quick?
Oh, I gotta start
Do
captions.
I recognize anything about these?
Pixie,
I
captions.
see 'em.
What do I mean about captions?
We're saying F for captions right now because they're not working.
Yeah, I've got them started. They're not doing the thing.
Oh, so it's just men that weren't on.
Valid question. Does the ranger recognize anything in this room?
Why don't you roll me a nature?
Would it be possible for the tiefling raised by elves to join in this nature check?
If you would like to help, yes, you may help.
I
That
don't
would
really-
give Thatch advantage, but Thatch should already have advantage, if I am correct.
He is yeah, he should have advantage on that. Where are you? There you are. Boop!
Okay.
You have it as disadvantage, but so it's a 16.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Same difference.
So, looking closely, you notice that it's not just fungus. It's mushrooms.
It's a fun guy.
They've got root-like feelers growing out from its base, creeping across the floors, and four stalks protruding from a central mass of it. You would know that these are violet fungi.
That sounds bad. I'm guessing poisonous?
Definitely poisonous, but they don't seem to move very fast.
So do we still want to taste these? Or?
Anybody got any fire?
I'm sure I have something. What is your plan?
Well, burn it all?
Would that just release the poisons faster, or have you thought this through?
Usually fire's a great motivator for taking out plants, but you may be right. This is a tough one.
Well, how about we just go ahead and cleanse them?
What do you mean by that?
Well, we need to check the room for the key. And they're in our way.
Tell me when I'm awake, by the way.
So you're recommending burning them as well?
Berkrin,
burn.
you would have woken up shortly after they reached the door there. So,
Are we talking like a minute or?
you're awake now. You're awake now.
So is somebody gonna unstrap him from the badger? We're just gonna leave him there.
I'm like half asleep. I'm waking up. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like
Personally, I think we should either slice them up and keep
And
them for food, or we can burn them. Either way, it doesn't matter.
If they're poisonous, why would we keep them for food?
why am I strapped to this badger?
Because you're heavy!
What is in food?
And I got tired of carrying you.
I'm gonna try to stand up.
You short bearded narcoleptic.
What
Also, the other small one's here. Keep up, old man.
happened?
You fell
You were-
asleep.
For a long time.
A bunch of stuff.
You've been
I
asleep.
shot a
for 2
pudding.
days.
I guess I needed it.
I imagine if we're careful enough, we can maneuver around the mushrooms and simply see whether or not they're here. What we need is in this room.
I count no less than 10.
Where's
Sure.
my scythe?
But what we're searching for is obviously going to be relatively easy to spot and grasp.
Can somebody update me as what the hell's going on, please?
We've been traveling for a while. You fell asleep. We traveled some more. We encountered some black pudding and shot them full of holes and killed one of them and decided to lock the door because we didn't feel like fighting more of them. Didn't find anything interesting in there. Found some magic items. Found some more potions. Decided to walk down this pathway. And we found this room. And then you woke up. Are you happy now?
Could you please give me my scythe?
Yeah, you have your scythe.
Would you like us to unstrap you before we give you your scythe? Because otherwise you're just going to kind of sit there and flail from the back of the badger.
We actually never took his scythe off of him. It's still on his back.
No, I did. I've been wandering around,
Yeah,
wandering around, stomping around, going grim, 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 dark, grim, dark, grim, dark, grim, darkness.
Could you please unstrap me from the badger? I would appreciate it.
And then you're going to give you your scythe. See, now you have the proper order. Yeah, I unstrap him from the badger, give his scythe back. While saying, here you go, my grim brother, for the Empire.
I have no idea what this empire is.
Neither do I, but we're for it.
Kara's
Good
gonna
to know.
mutter under her breath and gnome. Deus Volt.
Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt, Deus Volt. None of us are paladins. We shouldn't be shouting this.
I would like to start kind of carefully searching through what I can see of the floor and what's there, the moss and the mushrooms and whatever. Trying my best to not inhale any of it, but searching for anything of potential use. Yay!
Karo's gonna be inspecting the potion.
It's too bad we're rolling initiative now.
Damn it.
Whose fault is that?
100% me. I'm gonna die.
Probably.
I'm gonna dance
It's gonna
already.
be great. Oh, whoops! I needed to click on my thing. I think. Oops! I think I did that wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and.
Is this better? Did I do that right?
And the badger.
Oh no!
Wah,
Man,
wah,
the badger
wah.
always goes before I do.
Oh, okay. There we go. Cool.
Not advantage. Initiative. Where are you? On character sheet.
Woo!
Okay, grip's not.
That does not match what my dice said, but okay.
Yeah,
That does not match what my said, but okay.
yeah, and grip didn't pop up on the list for his roll.
Did you click him?
Yeah, I clicked him. It's up there in the listing of initiative, directly after possum and one violet fungus.
Violet fungus. Uh-oh, sounds like more issues. Oh boy.
Well, that's. Yep. Always problems. Always problems.
Some go faster, some go slower. You think? You're not sure though? Good grief, that is a lot of violet funguses.
I'm sure it's fine.
You're sure it's fine?
I'm sure of it.
You're sure of it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about this.
They seem friendly.
Holy crap, look at them all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
There's 20 of them.
So, AoEs all around then, folks?
Yeah, sure, because I have that.
Not unless you want to be it too.
Ranged AoEs are all around everything, folks?
Yeah, sure, because I have that.
I have no such capability at this time. Would you like to?
No,
sort this order?
actually, before anybody gets to go, I get to go.
This is a mess.
Because Whisper Knife. I love this class. Thank you for telling me to play this. So, you're Jon Snow?
Pop up.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Jesus.
I'm going to nail one of them, probably the closest one to me, with a longbow strike, enhanced with reticent strike. So roll for longbow. Thunk. Does that hit?
$15.
They have an armor class of 5. They have an armor class of 5.
It's interesting that in the turn tracker, I'm the only one that actually has a name.
All right, 8 piercing for the bow itself, and then
No, it just shows you, because I have my name here too.
gotta roll a d6 for the psychic damage.
Ah,
Psychic damage.
to a mushroom? To a mushroom?
8, 12. 8 piercing, 4 psychic. It would also be silenced, you know, if mushrooms made noise.
Okay. I want to check out I want to check out the silver potion that I got, but we're in the middle of combat now, so.
Chat's still muted, Pixie. I don't know. That's what chat says.
Chat says Pixie is muted. Everybody else is fine.
I said Pixie, right?
And you said chat's still muted, Pixie, like you're trying to get her attention.
Oh, I thought I said chat said you're muted. I have a headache. I'm sorry. I don't know if any of you can tell.
Oh no.
Thank you.
All right. So how far away is the nearest one to me?
You're right at the door?
Yeah.
Right next to you. There's one to either side.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and make my first attack then.
Hold on. I need
First
a moment to do what I need to.
Yep. First attack with the jaded chain.
That's the first one. How much damage did you do total? That was 8 plus 4.
12.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead, do your thing. Well, yeah, you hit. Alright.
Okay. And then that would have been. Is that the same one that Thatch was able to hit or no?
I doubt it. I don't think with a ranged weapon that you're gonna hit the one right. Well, no, he's down the hallway, huh? Ping which one? Ping. Both of you ping one.
I don't know how to ping.
Okay.
Just hold down. On the one you're aiming at.
Okay.
Yeah, I was aiming at the one directly
Alright.
in line of sight.
So, in a poof of purple spores and stuff, that one goes down and it just kind of sinks into the ground a bit.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn around and attack the one that's right there.
Okay.
And that's gonna be with my extra attack from my chain.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright. Roll damage.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna use my flurry of blows on that one to follow it up.
Okay. Alright.
So.
Alright.
Whoa.
So that's on that second one, that's a total of 20
16.
damage.
Yeah. So, and another puff of spores. This other one just kind of deflates into the ground as well.
And that was that one to the left.
Okay. I will start marking those. You.
And then that's all I've got.
Oh boy. And I grab that to that. Thank you. Jeez. Nope. Pan. I'm trying
Oh boy.
to mark them so that I can keep track of what's dead and what isn't. Hello?
I'm
Okay.
dead.
No, you kept saying
I'm just
that,
gonna red dot them because it's
that
not.
Berkrin was dead.
They're far enough over. I can't actually see them. The thing on the bar to say that it's
Oh,
done
no.
for. So
See,
red
they
dot.
don't move very fast.
Red
I'm
dot
staying
says
back
it's
here
dead.
Shooting them. I thought the red
Alright.
ones went. I thought the red ones meant they went faster.
Haha. Nope.
Daka.
Alright. So that was that all of your turns?
Yep, that's all I had.
Okay.
See if I can get Alice to come up on stream.
1, 2, say
Oh
3.
boy. That's a lot of them up next.
Okay. Reach of 10 feet. That one cannot, so that one can only move to kind of go ahead and do that. This one is able to.
Oh fuck.
Ah.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
Don't eat the mic.
You're
So
getting
it
hit
uses-
by one.
I'm gonna die.
Alright, so you get hit once.
Okay.
Does a 6 hit ya?
Almost.
Almost. Almost. Alright. Okay, on to the next one. So, did that. I don't think any of the other ones are quite. Well, no, they got 10. That was the 10-foot reach. That one's able to reach. Alright. And again with the multi attack.
Oh boy.
Again, just the one time. I don't think that's gonna reach. Okay.
Okay then. No,
And then other than that, I believe we are on to just moving. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. I
So
can
I'm
move.
not dead yet.
Yeah, I get to move 6 of them.
Ooh.
1.
You know, now is one of those times when I really wish I had a fireball.
The spell or the drink?
All right. Berkrin,
spell.
it is now your turn.
Yeah. Fireball would be really useful right now.
I've got the drink on the fridge. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a plan.
Is your plan to walk away? I mean, come on, we can literally outwalk these things.
And then here, I would like to cast Entangle in the midst of them
Okay.
to make them even slower.
Go ahead and roll. Is that a cantrip for you?
It is not.
Alright.
Ooh, magic. Magic time.
Hey, that seems good.
That would be a good thing there. Yes, that is good things happening. Mechanic, come up. Alright.
20-foot square.
Yeah, it's for in fact it's 20 foot on its own, it is now 40 feet.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Lasts
That's
twice
a
as
big
long.
area.
And deals twice as much damage.
No damage.
Yep. I'm not bothering to roll
Whoa.
roll for the dex because they're not gonna make it.
Yeah, so that was
Do I need to roll?
thankfully effective because we're all entangled as well now.
Well, you guys are anyway.
Yeah, these squares aren't 5 feet. Remember that.
Okay, well,
Got it.
does it do damage on the first turn? The rest of you guys need to
damage at
make. The rest of you guys need
No.
to do dex saves if you guys
It
are in
does,
the
yeah.
area.
It doesn't do
No
any damage
damage.
at all. It's just entanglement.
Right,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's a
just
strength
sticks
save.
in.
Strength,
save.
right?
Yeah.
Read.
I will-
GDM, read the things.
Enjoy succeeding on your strength saves because I'm not the best druid around.
So I'm just making a strength save.
Yep.
There we go. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I think that
Even
works.
If you reverse those numbers, you'd succeed.
Ooh,
On the other hand,
Oh no.
Caramottin, you are restrained by some
Oh, no.
tingles.
well, that was a little too effective.
Well, she is a succubus.
A lot of practice there, Berkrin.
Okay, so
Certainly
next.
not.
Damn strength save. Grr.
All right.
Next, it is now your turn.
Okay. I take it there's 2 right up on me now then. So probably not.
Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, they've kind of surrounded me. They just weren't able to do anything.
Yeah, movement.
Okay.
That's it. They've got 5 feet of movement.
I will take out my dagger. And try and get one. I want to take a slash at one and then move back because I want to try and get away from
Okay.
out through the doorway. So I'm gonna attack with the dagger of venom. I'm not gonna use the venom charge on it, just the dagger.
That is an 11. An 11 does hit.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll
And
damage.
then damage on that one. Whoops, I did that wrong.
You should be able to just click on
Yeah.
like that.
There we go. That should, yeah.
7.
No con save, just 7. Okay, and then yeah, I'll use my movement to back away. Trying to put probably 20 feet of distance between me and them if I can.
Okay, so that would put you roughly where Maga is.
Okay.
Okay, and now we are
And-
back to the funguses.
I'm surprised that they didn't take. Do they not have reactions?
I'm not giving them reactions, they're fungus. They're not smart.
They're also entangled at the moment, so it'd be
Actually,
like a
that couldn't
disadvantage.
move. That can't move. It has to make the strength roll.
Mm.
Considering it has a -4, good luck.
Honestly, they should all have a lower. Their turn order should all be 5 as well.
What?
Their turn order number should all be 5 less as well. Because they're -5 to Dex,
That it's an initiative roll, hun.
which is based off your dexterity.
Uh-huh. So that's already in there.
Yeah, it already took into an account when it rolled.
It was a flat. It hit 1d20.
Oh, it didn't do any of the modifiers.
Nope.
I don't know, man. We're like most of the way into this. I think we're fine.
Don't worry about it right now. Just let it slide.
Yeah.
I was just bringing it up for future stuff.
Okay. So that
Have
one
you
can't
got some
move.
indicators of dead creatures?
Yeah, the red dot ones are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Does that beat your to DC 15, right? On the
mine? Yeah.
on the entangle? Okay. So that one does not manage to move quite. Just struggles really, really hard.
I think their movement's still halved even if they...
The struggle is real.
But
Yeah, so-
they still have to beat it, but if they don't beat it, they can't even move, which is, pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's a fungus. I'm not sure we'd notice.
Doesn't really move.
That one doesn't
My-
make it either.
My
Alright.
DC is 12, okay? It's sad.
Oh, your DC is 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 15 and the 14 do beat it.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
but I'm
Wow,
still
these-
pretty sure they're...
That one failed. Alright.
They're still even slower than their already slowness, so...
Yeah, I can't even move them a square right now. Okay. It is now Thatch's turn.
Hooray! I get to do things! Took me long enough. So... Alice not helping. Okay, so I need to do magic variable. Because I'm casting
Did that not make it in there?
Hail of Thorns.
Oh shit.
What's your
Hail of
DC?
Thorns. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before this.
13.
So you have to make an attack first.
Okay.
It's casting it on the bow can be done as
Magic.
a bonus action. I rolled the magic variance already.
Yep, 21 with a 3.
21 with a 3. Alright. Someone else is able to cast this for this round only, and that is up to you on who's able to do that, Thatch.
Who else has a ranged attack? Raise your hand!
Technically I do.
You don't count. Awesome, get cast it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Who bounced? Who fell?
We lost,
Ixar.
we lost Ixar.
One moment,
Uh-oh.
guys. Ixar will be back soon, I'm sure.
There he
There we
is.
go.
There he is. Is everything still in the same spots? Cool.
Coolest of legumes. So
Why
I'm
is
gonna
always-
shoot those guys right there.
It crashes when I mute. I don't get it. Or unmute. Not when I mute, when I unmute. Only. Doesn't make any sense.
Are you sure that you're clicking the unmute and not the disconnect from call?
100%. The Discord crashes, not I leave the call.
Okay. Not right now until it'll do damage once he fires.
So I'm going to fire at those guys right there with longbow. Oh. That's kind of terrible. Luckily, they only have an armor class of 5. Yay!
Hmm.
Budding. Mm-hmm. I I know. Your large squares make it difficult to judge which ones are close enough. Still be able to hit, multiple.
Nice.
Cool beans. So longbow damage is 12, and then for those that don't make the save, are you kidding me? Really? Every time, roll 20 loves giving me ones for some reason. No, it would only take 12 and 1 because the 12 piercing damage is from
The bow.
the bow. The 1 damage is the piercing damage from the thorns. So it would take half that damage, which would be so it takes 13. I mean, really, if it's half of 1 and you still take 1, do you even really need to roll their saves? They're all going to take 13. That one sort of leaned into it. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh boy.
Wow, these things are kind of terrible.
They're so fun.
This is not the time to be fun.
They grow on me.
We have things to do.
I think it was like 14 or 15.
I think I got this voice better. Maybe I can stick
13.
with it. It's gonna be a rough one.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Oh boy. Oh, okay, there we are.
Where's Maga at? Did she not go?
She's also muted.
Right, but I don't see her on the turn tracker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't see Mug on there either. Or Grip. She's unmuted now, but we still can't hear her.
Just a little while ago, my Roll20 keeps reloading, and I get a message saying it's in legacy mode. Fix it or up. At any rate, the putting on me. I've tried to do it on my phone, but because I can't see the map.
Uh-oh.
I tapped it right?
Looks like she wants to do Firebolt.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, cantrip, doesn't need to roll.
Yep.
You rolled a hit for a cantrip. Oh, it's only 5 AC, so it's probably gonna hit.
So we'll roll just a regular d20.
Well, no,
Oh,
that's
no.
without our modifier. What's your spellcasting modifier?
I think, yeah, if she's having trouble loading, Pixie's gonna have to look it up.
And proficiency. Six.
D10 time!
Nice.
Yep. So go and roll the 1d10. Ooh, 10.
Die. Good.
And the badger would have gotten a turn, but he'd probably hold turn guarding.
Okay. Ooh, wow. That one made it. Was that's a crit even. And it's still 16. That's wonderful.
You're not wrong, XR.
So.
Oof, that fan.
Do I need to kill my fan?
I don't know whose fan it is.
That's what I'm trying. I'm like the only one with AoE now. Yeah, it might. And you know, it has a ranged attack that can be enhanced by that Thorn Blast. So
Yeah, I can do that. Just not yet.
Yeah.
I'm a melee character. I can do nothing. I mean, I can produce flame, and that's about it.
someone could throw you.
Then I'd be in the middle of a room full of mushrooms that are probably just gonna explode and kill me. I don't want that. I'm not that dumb, okay? Maybe a little dumb. Not that dumb.
So I still have 3 right beside me, right? Okay. I'm just gonna swing at the one in front of me, with the first of my jaded chain attacks.
I killed my fan. Is it better?
Much. Thank you. Okay, then I'll attack the one to my left. And, I assume that one's still up. Okay, first flurry of blows on that one. Still up or no? Okay, and last attack it will be on it as well. So that's both. This one and this one are both dead then. These two squares. Right. So basically, the two that are. Okay. That.
There's a fungus among us. Like 5 million fungus. Sadly, no. That's a different thing. Someday. Was it Bramble something or other? It's like 4th level. I don't remember that spell. Nick Imran. I gotta do that again.
Oh boy.
Ain't none of you suckers little moving.
Berkrin.
Oh.
Oh, Barkles.
Maybe if I cast Bark Skin, I'll be Berkrin.
If Maga had a 14.2. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep turn track order.
Yeah. You can click and yeah, but is that because Maga went earlier, right? Because when you stuck her in, you let her go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just confused. That's all.
So so Nyx can do that on Maga's next turn. Which once we get the last
I can do what now?
2. So once we get all the way down to the 2 guy, you can reorder it again, Pixie, and that'll fix it. Yeah, but
the one at the bottom.
The one at the bottom. Once you have him go, you can reorder it, and it'll fix it. So Berkrin sort of looking around. He sighs deeply to himself, and he's going to step forward. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to tell which ones are and are not dead. So my goal is to go right here. Can I do that? And Berkrin is going to cast another spell, folks. Spell time.
Oh, spell time. Here we go.
Wave.
Nah, Fustora.
Ouch.
Wait. Wait. Oh, Berkin's actually in there. Never mind. We're good.
I moved.
Yes. I had a moment. I had a terrified moment.
And I am casting that at 2nd level because this is a disaster of a room. Oh, come on!
Thunderwave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said that. Did I not say that? Sorry. It's not the best damage, but it's damage. So it's 14. Is that 14 total? Is that how that works?
Well,
To the
wave.
No, Thunderwave does damage. Hold on a minute, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Definitely damage.
It does 2d8, 15
Cast it at a higher
cube.
level, so...
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube on yourself.
And pushes them 10 meters if they fail on their save.
And the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
It's loud.
And since you did it, if you did it at second level, it should have done 3d8 damage.
So, it's 3d8, bless you, it's 3d8 damage, and I got 28 on the d30 with a 4, so do I get anything fancy with that? Oh, I would just be really happy if it did so much damage that they just evaporated. So, hey, it worked.
Well, they are made of spores.
Now I'm in a cloud of spores.
You know what? These are.
Oh, that was pretty great. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You can't just say things like that.
I didn't hear you, so I'm gonna just say okay.
I said these are just a bunch of spore losers.
No.
I just say things like that. Okay. No, okay.
No.
That's fine. It's been said.
Nope.
Too fucking many.
That'll be the end of my turn though, so whoever's
Uh-oh.
next.
Who was it? Thatch? I think he was pretty low.
6.19.
Yeah, I was like really low.
Thatch's was 6.19.
Yeah, the Badger was like 18 something.
Grips was 17.1.
There it is. Thank you.
$17.1. Maga just rolled it.
Found something on his sheet.
Oh, 21.12. So
I don't know what I did.
So Nick's goes above mine, right?
It would, yep.
That's
Okay.
initiative.
Rig.
Okay. Maga's is now messed up. It's now the same as Nick's Nims.
Oh. Bullshit.
14 something.
14.2. Okay, there we go.
So,
We'll get it sorted.
I'm gonna do the. I would assume I kind of feel the Hail of Thorn kind of spilling over into me. So I'm going to do that and take a longbow shot and try and take out as many as I can. So it's a longbow shot first. Okay. And then in addition to the, yeah, I got to roll damage on that.
And then you just roll a 1d10.
Okay.
Yep.
Bam. 10.
Oh!
Woo!
Well done. You did as much damage as I did in the opposite order. 5 feet.
Yep, 5 feet. And it was doubled it as well. No, it wasn't doubled. It was
No, because I got to cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Do they need to roll the dex save, or is that kind of irrelevant? I kind of figured. Okay.
Yay! Let's do it again.
Oh God.
Hey, I still have two spell slots remaining. Why not? So we're gonna do that. Boom. Oh, that's bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Uh-oh.
Something bad happens.
Oh no.
It's like we're all freaking wild mages. That's it?
Oh, that doesn't seem so bad right now.
Yeah.
No, 4 is the worst.
Okay. What does 4 do? You know what? Actually, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Thunk.
Kathunk.
Aiming right there.
And then you're
ping right there.
And then the 2 damage spreads out. So it's just covered in vines and thorns all over the floor of this area.
It's literally like shooting fungus in a barrel. One, two,
There's too many of Violet up.
5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. 12 in total.
Welcome to Adventures in Orilond, aka we're all wild mages.
It's true.
Good.
Murder hobos.
Do this kind of thing a lot.
It's the DM's fault. The DM told us to roll initiative.
No.
That means it's fight time. If you don't want us to fight a creature, don't tell us to roll initiative. That's how it's always been.
That's untrue.
I mean, we could talk, but are we gonna?
I would.
A fungus?
Can you talk to fungus? Do you have that ability?
I would have tried had they not tried to attack me first. So,
I mean, there is that.
But they swarmed on me, so I had to retaliate. Yeah, Nyx doesn't know that. There's a lot of things Nyx doesn't know, so.
Like how to read.
Or drive.
Also, I hear there's a key that we're looking for somewhere. It might be in here. I don't know. I
Like
don't
the
know what
last
we're doing.
room, it better be in here.
I was asleep for 2 days.
Oh, damn.
And
Get him, Nyx! Get him!
There's a big ol' amount
What?
right here, isn't there? Still alive?
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised the ones I've been shooting at repeatedly aren't dead yet. Because I've hit the same group twice with more than 13 damage a pop, so. Ah, okay.
So, where's Nick's Ren gonna go?
He's gonna sneak up next to Kara, sniff the air, and sneeze.
Okay.
Acid boogers!
So, probably... So...
I'm not sure how I roll that. On his character sheet, it just shows actions. It doesn't give me any way to... Get it? Okay.
The heck is this name?
Oh boy. Nice.
I do that.
Whoa.
Oh, that's impressive.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a thing.
No, we all
Jim doesn't like the
totally
smell of these
useless.
things, so he's running back behind Maga.
Alright, is
Well,
this
that
one
was
still
useful.
alive? To my right? The one to my right still alive? That's the last one in this corner, right? Okay. Then I'll go ahead and attack it.
What?
Even with a crit.
Wow. Wow. How did she manage to hit it with a natural
Kara, right?
one?
Not Maga?
Surprised she
You
cut
did
cut her own foot off.
You did mean Kara, not Maga, right?
Yeah, I'm talking
You
about
guys
Kara.
said Maga.
Eh. Hey, it's just late.
Okay. So wait, with that 7, it went boo boo. Okay. All right. So then, is there anything else by me? Without the markers on there, it makes it confusing as to what's still alive. Okay, so is this one still alive? The one I'm pinging?
Now you see why I started deleting them.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I hit the guy I just killed. Well, can I try and do a strength save for my bonus action then? Or that's usually an action. I'm restrained.
Yeah, he's still entangled.
Car failed. Car failed miserably. Car failed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
You know what? Kara's just gonna put her chains away and be like, okay guys, the rest is yours. I took care of this corner. Just get it. She's just gonna wait for Berkrin to cancel the frickin' spell, or whoever used Entangle to cancel the spell.
Yeah, it was Berkrin.
There's none near us, so Grip's just gonna hold action because he just used his action up to run over there.
I'm gonna use my wild surge.
Ooh.
Oh.
How do I roll the first magic thing?
The burial. So the. Yep. So the 1d30 plus 1d4.
What? D what?
1d30 and then 1d4.
Yeah, 2 separate rolls, you're not plussing them.
I have a 30. I have a 20.
You type in our 1d30. Oh, God.
And I'm doing this on my phone.
Okay. Do you have the variable,
Yeah,
enabled?
Yep, I'll go ahead and roll it.
Yeah. Just do it that way. It's easier.
Okay, so that comes out normal. Ignore the 4. So
Yep.
Nice.
go ahead
So
and
it's a
roll a
normal-
D100.
It's actually a d20 and then a d100.
A D20, then a D100.
Yep.
I've never done the magic source.
There's a D20.
Yeah, there's a D20. I mean,
And-
you know what? I know. Maga attempts to summon a
35.
fireball. We all die.
That would have actually been a 1 and a 1 to 3.
What?
Yep.
So if she rolled a 1 and then something that was between 1 and 3, she would have summoned a fireball with her at the center.
Okay, where are we getting the roll to 8? The D20. This says nothing about doing a D20 for wild magic. What is that for?
Did what I was told.
I know,
Okay,
I'm
but-
asking them.
It was the revised wild magic search table.
I don't have that. I have the one in the player's handbook.
Okay.
Okay, so 35.
I just did what I was told.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, good.
Luckily, this came out normal, because in this world of all worlds, you do not want to travel to other planes. However, Maga, you find yourself transported to the astral plane, and you will remain there
shit.
until your next turn.
Okay, I'm gone.
Wah, wah. I
Bye.
guess I'm looking at different wild magic search table because that's not what this one says.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one.
Hmm.
Player's handbook. So, okay, I think
Interesting.
we are up to Berkrin. What would you like to do?
Well, this seems to be working. I will try to move. It won't work. Hello?
It moved.
Did I move?
You did.
Yeah, I didn't move for me. I will move, and then I will go ahead and cast Thunderwave again. I don't have any second level spell left, so I'll cast it at first level.
Okay.
Oh, I do. I have 2 second level spells, not 1, so I'll cast at second level as well.
Okay, go ahead, roll the variant.
Variant time. Yeah.
Normal. Wait, no.
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 Wait,
What?
No.
Wait, no, that is. I think I messed up my own table here. We'll roll with it for this game because I messed up.
Bam.
Roll with it.
All right. 18 plus 6 and centered where?
I tried to move there, but didn't move me, and I'm not pinging. I need to You guys
Okay.
can't see anything doing, can you?
So,
Yeah, I can see what you're doing.
I
Oh.
can see what you're
I'm
doing.
gonna move right in between all four of them.
okay, Ixar, how would you like to do this?
Well, did you see Infinity War?
Spin a bit.
Just
Just snap.
they just sort of ash and blow away.
Okay.
Great.
All right. And I pull up that one. I have that one map.
Nice.
I'm going to assume we can't do these.
Should have gone for the head.
Okay. So, that was that. What would you guys like to do? Because that was the last of the fungus. You guys are out of combat.
Search the room.
Search the fungus.
As the last of the dust particles from the last fungus dissipates, Maga, you reappear.
Oh, fun.
And
Where did
you guys are searching
did
the
she
room,
go?
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is that piece of art?
somebody said we're looking for a key, right?
A key and anything else of value.
Like, what the hell is that? What is that?
Oh no, does anyone care to identify it?
What is that?
I will.
Okay.
It did not look like what I originally thought it looked like.
I'll
Do I
head
need to
over
roll
to
for
it and
that?
take a look at it as well.
Is it perception, nature? What do I need to roll for that?
Well, you can see it. So that would not be a
So,
perception,
yeah.
you've already perceived it.
Yep. That would be either probably nature or investigation.
Whichever you feel suits better. And tell me
Should I
what you're
lick it?
doing to figure out what it is.
What is this? Should I lick it?
No. No.
I feel like we need to get you like
I feel like I should lick it.
candy. Or
All right. I'm gonna first try to discover if it's possibly dangerous in a natural sense by rolling survival.
You find out if something's dangerous by smashing it against the floor and seeing what happens.
So, at this point, this thing is not at all dangerous. It is an egg.
Okay, that's what I thought. So nature.
It
Grab
is.
my frying pan. We can cook it.
No.
It is a large, like almost as big as you are, scaled, kind of iridescent purple and blue egg
Ooh, purple.
for a dragon turtle.
I like purple eggs.
Yep.
I
This is
knock
my
on
baby
it.
now. No, stop! Don't knock on my baby. This is my baby. No
How do you know it's your baby? How do you know what lives in there?
No touchy.
So Nick Snim might go up and curl up with it.
Can Kara do a? I'd like to do a check, like run my hands along it to see if I can feel any beat, to see if it's even.
I mean, of course she can do that. I don't. Why are you
Right,
asking if she can?
I'm saying that's what she wants to do to determine the health of the egg.
Snim's already curled around it. He's gonna bite you if you touch it.
Okay. So, you are no dragon egg expert. You cannot tell how healthy this egg is.
This doesn't
How do we-
look like a key.
No, it's not a key, but
This thing seems important.
I want to see how healthy it is based off of eggs using animal handling.
It is a very healthy egg. But it kind of begs the question with how small these passages are. How'd it get there? Where's its mother? Is this the presence you saw that you felt earlier? Or is its mother still somewhere here in the cave? And how? Because you guys haven't seen any water.
Not to mention the fact that we're sort of out of passages.
I'm a bit too young to be this thing's mother. So I don't think I made this.
Valid. Valid.
Kara's just gonna ignore Nex's commentary.
I'm just going to assume that this is not an omelet egg, right?
No. No omelet.
No.
And continue
I'm going.
doing.
I'm going to rig straps to it and carry it as a backpack.
So, with that,
Yeah.
I think you guys know where we're headed at about this point. Now would be a good time for a break. We will be back in about 10-15 minutes, everyone. Hang tight, because things are about to really get nutty here.
Interesting.
Alright, see you shortly. Alright, guys, we are back. So, where we left off, they had just defeated a room full of Violet Fungus, as well as found a dragon turtle egg. What would you guys like to do now?
Kara's gonna finish doing a thorough check of the entire room, looking and feeling around for any potions, coin, keys, any signs of the book.
Nope, nothing here.
Okay.
That was it. You still have 3 other rooms you guys hadn't searched other than the one.
Was this egg on a pedestal of some description? Was it just on the ground, or?
It was on the ground. The fungus were on top of it. It might even be that the fungus were helping keep it warm somehow.
Do you think the key is inside the egg? Should we open it?
No! You don't touch my egg!
Suddenly this becomes your egg.
Yes, it's my
Just
egg. Don't touch
because-
my egg.
You realize we all found it and we
I
all
will
cleared this
feed you
room
to
together.
the badger if you touch the egg.
Next.
What are we going to do with it?
Next.
What?
Let the little Kinder take care of the egg. He knows what he's talking about in this instance.
What do you mean take care of the egg? We can't just carry this thing around with us.
Says you, says the Kendar as he hutches up on a backpack.
First of all,
As big as he is.
Imagine this next, okay? Once that thing hatches, if it does, he can potentially tame it, and we can have a walking fortress.
so this is all for personal gain then? There's no... Alright.
I just want to pet the turtle.
That's fine. I guess I understand.
It sounds to me like they both have own reasons.
So what's the plan? What do we do?
Continue searching. There's still a room, 2 rooms to the south of us.
So tell me, why do you need this key? What is it for?
To open up the big door we couldn't push through.
Gods, if I even remember why we're here.
To find a book.
There's books everywhere.
This is a one-of-a-kind book that will tell us the history of Orilond before the very first Skyfall.
Seems pertinent information to have, I suppose.
Likely. But I was under the impression that they were looking for this book specifically because of the dreams.
And that is specifically why we are looking for the book.
That is my interest in it. Any other information?
Yeah, your
We'll
understanding
see.
is correct, Berkrin.
We'll see.
Just
Yeah.
excuse me if I get a bit frustrated. We've been here for days, feels like weeks now, and
Oh, we have been here for quite some time, and I understand. I don't exactly like being in a cave for this long myself.
now we're dragging around the offspring of God's knows what.
I know what. It's a dragon turtle.
And that
Were you not
means
paying
what?
attention?
That means what exactly?
Means it's gonna be a baby dragon turtle.
That means that it's not yours.
No, it's mine.
It is yours until we find its mother, and if we don't, it is yours.
And if we find its mother, then I will make friends with her. And then I'll have a playmate.
This sounds
always in-
fair.
Then go away, and the turtles have to raise themselves. So
I
maybe
can
she's not
visit.
coming back.
I can visit.
I guess we'll find out.
What do we find in this room?
Okay, so as you guys enter that room, it's another room filled with candles burnt down to various different sizes. And towards the back, you see a chest.
The first thing Kara's going to do is start lighting the candles, going from smallest to largest.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll open the chest.
I saw it coming. I could not speak fast enough.
And then
Do you regret life now?
use his Druidcraft on the walls.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
So, Initially, I was gonna have this be a high-low for whether or not it was gonna be a mimic. There's enough stuff going on. I'm not throwing a mimic at you guys at this point.
I laughed, he laughed, the table laughed, we killed the table. It was a good time had by everybody.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, so, in this room, what did I have there? Oh.
Okay, so, here is the earth. It's a very nice earth, you might say.
You find a little stone with
A wee little stone.
a note.
A
Which is
note
about to
under
be
the
in
wee
your
little
journal.
stone.
Give me a second.
A wee little note to the stone.
And then let me know if you want to share it.
Oh, I see.
Kara's gonna ask Berkrin to use his druidcraft to fill the walls up with flowers.
Okay.
I get that. Now, I have a question. Kara says flowers. I want to attempt not to do what Kara said. I want to make glowing fungus just all over the walls.
Okay. You'd
I
be
mean,
able
that
to do that.
works.
And then I'll just very sarcastically look at Kara and go, "Psst."
I'll share the note.
Okay. Alright. So, the note that Possum found, let me go ahead and get all access. That's what I was missing. Okay, reads. I found a peculiar stone. Magic seems to warp around it. Its color constantly shifts, and there seems to be something pulsing at its center. It's warm to the touch, even when no one's been holding it. Sometimes magic around it is stronger, sometimes weaker. So odd. It's soft. You can shave it down. Shavings don't change color, but remain the color they were when shaven off. It seems to add potency to magical brews, although the effects seem random. Still, what is that beating at its center?
Well.
Does anyone
It's
understand
key. Now remember, I don't remember seeing this door, so I don't know if we're actually looking for a key or a stone that acts as... I don't know what we're looking for.
And you think we do?
You saw the door! I didn't see the door. I was apparently
Have you
asleep.
seen anything in this area? Nothing makes sense.
Can you go ahead and
That's
give me
true.
a history, Berkrin?
Berkrin.
Nope, I'm giving you a chance to remember.
Minimal.
Okay, yep, you flat forgot about the door that you spent forever trying to open yourself.
I did?
Whoops.
What?
Good job, we're all proud of you.
That's not in my notes.
Oops.
Whose
It's
fault
kind
is
of
that?
significant. It's the...
That's Berkrin's fault because he's not paying enough attention.
Yep.
I'm playing the character how I would play the character. Like this is
Where?
intentional.
Mm.
But he was under the impression that it happened while he was asleep.
Ah, so his failure could be in the fact that he believes it's something he wasn't awake for. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, Kara's gonna reach out with her senses. Can she sense any presence after the candles are lit and the druidcraft is done?
No, nothing outside of the weight of presence that Thatch had felt previously with the unknown darker feeling thing and the dragon presence, the draconic.
She'll give a once over of the room just to make sure there's no other valuables outside of what was in the chest.
Okay. And searching the room, she doesn't find anything else.
Okay.
Seems like all it had was a chest with just the note.
Was there a stone with note, or was it just?
Hun.
Oh, that's just rude. Was there a stone with the note?
Mhm. It was
okay, it wasn't
a
just about the stone. It was including the stone. Got it.
yeah. It was a large stone, and as the note said, it is constantly shifting colors. And Nix, you can feel it. It feels like there's something beating in it, and it was warm the second you picked it up.
I found a hot rock. Does anyone want it?
I would like to. I'll take a look.
I got my
It's
egg.
hot.
I'm happy.
How big is it? Like,
I don't know, about rock
big?
sized. It's hot. Are you sure you want it? It might burn you.
I was asking the
Sounds like
DM.
it's hot.
So I take. Berkrin takes it, and he's just looking at it, and he's like,
You gonna lick it?
it's
Be careful.
it's so the note implied that it changes color. When you shave off stuff, it doesn't change color with the shavings. Shavings or whatever color the stone already was. Is it rapidly cycling these colors, or is it slow?
Just kind of slow.
If this stone keeps warm, maybe we keep it with the egg.
Berkrin just puts it in his backpack. I'll have to investigate this later. This actually interests me.
Well, I didn't say you could keep it forever. You don't have to just stuff it away in your pack. I mean, we're looking at it now. We can
I thought
figure
we were
something
trying
out.
to get out here. Weren't you the one complaining about how long we've been here?
The fact remains we don't know if this stone interacts with anything else in this area. It was in a chest. That seems fairly important. Maybe it has something to do with that door. Maybe not a key, but it may be something. Just a thought. And I walk away. Because we still have more areas to discover.
Did the rest of the party just wander off?
I think so.
Oh, my page isn't updating. Hold on. There we go. I guess we're moving. And we're walking. And we're walking.
What do I see in this little corner?
No, look, it's just a nook.
Okay.
It's actually barren. There's no candles, no bones, nothing, just an empty little nook.
Barren, like my soul. Oh wait, I'm not Berkrin. Never mind.
Rip Berkrin.
Egg.
Yeah, continue down this area, and I'll probably split off here if it does that. And continue further south.
Oh, we're going this way. See, you started it. I'm gonna follow Kara.
I am going to stand at the intersection and try to keep an eye down both ways.
Okay. So,
Nyx can go first if he's gonna move further or not.
I'm just seeing what's over here. I'm not gonna not trying to intentionally split off, just
Oh yeah.
cover more ground.
Yeah, after a moment, I will send the bird to keep Nick's company and basically give the bird the word. Okay, sure. To inform me if anything happens. And I sit on a rock and watch the other party, the other group.
Seems there's another door here.
Is there anything in the room that Kara and I are in?
So, in that room, it's another one that is littered with bones and candles.
Search the bones.
Light the candles,
Okay.
and then check the bones as well.
So
Piling them up individually.
Yeah, you guys spend a fair amount of time piling and organizing bones, and you find that this room's empty, aside from the bones and the candles.
But they make fantastic building blocks. We build a castle.
Try and open the door to this one here.
Okay.
In the meantime.
Alright. So this, much like all the others, this one is no candles, it's just bones strewn all over the floor.
Search the bones.
Oh, you've
Wait,
joined me.
nope, wrong. Wrong.
We got caught
This
up yet.
one looks like an old study, has a bunch of books, a bird skeleton in a cage.
Oh, someone forgot to feed the parrot.
You see a desk, a few bookshelves. This looks like somebody actually lived here for a while.
Raid his fridge.
There's books here. I'll wait for the rest of the party if everyone's gonna come this way.
I'd like to sort of look at all the books. I will say, when they started going down the other path to follow Nyx, I followed as well.
Okay.
Just to make that clear.
There's tons of books in here. Are any of these the ones we're looking for?
Kara would check the desk while Berkrin's checking all the books.
Okay. There's a lot. It's odd. This room has dust. There's a
No, it
good...
doesn't. Prestidigitation.
Okay. So, good 6 inches of dust on everything, just gone. Everything sparkly and shiny. You can tell these books are really, really old. The bird skeleton is now gone. The cage is sparkly, shiny, new looking.
You know, for
The
how
desk
you use
has
that,
a high shine polish to it.
you know, for how you use that cantrip constantly, I'm just gonna call it Lemon Pledge from now on.
Nyx is just going to be pulling off random books from the shelf and thumbing through the pages kind of vacantly.
So, as you start thumbing through the pages, you notice quite a few of them just kind of disintegrate at the slightest touch.
Oh. Whoops.
You shouldn't be
I'll just-
doing that.
I'll go ahead and put this one back and I'll try again with a different one.
Don't touch the books. Don't touch the pages. They need to be preserved first.
What do you mean preserved? These are already so far gone.
Oh, there are techniques that you can use to make sure that you do not destroy the books.
Do any of them have, like... are any of them distinctly different in some manner? Like, they look like books, but are any of them particularly accented, significantly larger than the rest? You see what I'm saying?
There's a huge range in sizes, thickness. Most of them are bound in leather. You can tell it's very, very, very old, this collection.
Berkrin, don't touch any of them. Kara will get us upset at you.
Kara's just gonna open up her bag of holding and be like, okay, let's just put all the books in here.
All of them?
Yes.
Or
and
we
she's
should disturb them? I mean, would
And then
they disintegrate as we touched them?
and then
gonna-
what?
It's when you open up, when you touch the pages. The pages are what are fragile. The bindings should be fine.
What?
That's why when you touched that page, it went poof.
Sure.
I will
what-
assist in putting the book in the bag. As I do, I'm looking at them to see if there's any interesting titles. Or, you know, books with faces on them. You know what I'm saying?
Aren't books with crucifixes and stuff? No. No.
I said faces, but...
I thought you said crucifixes.
The Necroomnomicon? The Cookbook of the Dead?
The Omnomicon.
Maga's gonna slip a couple in her bag.
It's the 16-volume set bound in real human leather.
I would say that you
That's some
successfully
sleight of hand.
I would say you successfully get a few of them in your bag there. Okay.
And
So
once they're all in the bag, she's gonna thoroughly check the desk.
Okay.
But go ahead, Berkrin.
Thoroughly.
I was just gonna say, so none of them look different. There's none like that have. I'm trying to think of a way to say what I'm trying to say without just repeating the same thing. Are any of them clearly texts on dead?
No.
Okay. Then I just.
You would be able to tell that they are from a variety of different languages. It's a good 60, 70 books in this collection. And alright, like I said, they range from being really small books to some of them are like straight up, you know it's a tome, you just have no idea what's in there.
I just realized Kara's pulling a siphon right now, essentially.
Are any of them like trashy little paperbacks?
No. You can see a couple places where there might have been paperbacks. But I mean, it's empty now. Maybe there was a pile of dust where they were before the place was dusted.
Lemon pledge.
Would the writing on the papers on the desk match the note, by chance?
There isn't any writing on the papers on the desk. At least none that you guys can discern at this point.
We can try and copy the handwriting if you'd like.
So
If it might match that note and be the same person that put the stone in the chest.
There's no writing here, Maga.
Doesn't hurt to check.
So I take it, Kara, you have something in your laboratory that can preserve these pages?
I do not, however, the library does.
Is this information we wish to share with the library?
It's ancient. It could be extremely valuable. The library does anything to obtain knowledge, and we could be very handsomely rewarded if nothing else.
That means little to nothing to me.
I'm aware.
But
They will help us.
if this information is as important as we were led to believe, we don't want it getting into the wrong hands. Do we trust
The library is the
those
one
people?
that told me that this is where I would find the book.
And we trust them enough to bring it back?
If not, then we simply won't. I mean, if they try and do something wrong to us, we'll simply take it back and ensure they can't do harm to another person.
But did we ask why they want these books? Is it just the knowledge, or is there something more they're trying to do?
I asked where I could find a book on this subject. This is the only rumored place where a book of this subject matter could be found.
So, Kara, you're familiar with the library's policies, are you not?
I am.
I reach in my bag and I pull out the huge tome, and I'm like, I may have forgotten to bring this back before we left. Should I be worried?
You fool! You've doomed us all!
Just put them into Kara's magical bag. I'm sure they're...
That one doesn't require, didn't have any special access. That was just a common book, right?
No, that was a special access.
That was a special Ooh,
It gave me quite the curious permission to take it. But
I'm
I was
sure-
after insisting they shouldn't.
I'm sure
not
it's
if they
fine.
I'm not
Just
sure they
put
were
it-
posturing or what.
Just put it into Kara's bag. I'm sure it's fine.
no. We'll bring it back to the library, and if there's something, a fee that has to be paid or anything, it'll be taken care of. Just ensure that no harm comes to it.
I think I can do that.
And she's gonna go back to feeling around the desk for hidden latches or anything to any secret
What?
compartments.
What is or was the light source of this room? Were we talking sconces on the walls? Like, what are we talking here? Just the candles, the same as everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was my understanding that you guys had been bringing light sources with you via.
Yeah,
A cantrip.
mean, I'm not really talking currently. I'm talking previously when it had been someone's
Yeah.
residence.
So these are definitely old candles. I mean, they're not even tallow. They're made out of what looks to be old animal fats.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Can't pull a candle and find a secret passage. That's what I was thinking.
I kick the desk. Sometimes that works. You don't know.
The desk falls to pieces.
Well, there we go. If there's any secrets to be found in there, I'm sure dismantling it was the fastest way to.
You know, I hate to say this, but I think I agree.
Well, fine. Why don't we just break everything around here? Children, I can't even take you anywhere.
It's true.
This is why we can't have nice things. She begins muttering to herself as she starts searching through the broken apart desk.
I
If
feel like we can't have
all
nice
this-
things because they don't hold together very long.
if
Searching.
this knowledge is so important, who collected it? Who was here?
A very ancient wizard and a dragon. They were working in
Oh.
tandem.
Oh, if
And
ever
where-
a whiz there was.
And where are they now? Is the egg the dragon's child and the wizard's dead?
Could have picked up the egg as research.
Was it? Do I know how? What kind of dragon it was?
It would have been a silver dragon.
No, it was a silver dragon, not a dragon turtle.
Which isn't. Okay, yeah, it technically is a dragon, but also
Couldn't-
a turtle.
Is it perhaps Silver Dragon Turtle?
You know, it's a possibility. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have all the answers to everything.
Maybe
So-
the wizard's inside the egg.
So, searching through the rubble from the desk, you find a small, highly polished, faceted, odd-shaped stone.
Interesting. I'm gonna pick up the stone and feel around it and give a thorough look of it.
Berkrin, put the other one on this.
Are you saying we should
No.
collect the stones together?
Does,
Maybe at a slow velocity so that they just touch.
does anyone recall the color of the big door?
It was ornate.
It was ornate.
I do not recall what color it was.
Can
Nope.
I do a history check to see if I can recall?
You can do that.
Apparently, some of us are receiving the wrong information, and some of us aren't receiving any at all.
Okay.
Ugh.
Looking at the stone, you would notice it's the same color as the door.
I reach inside the bag and pull out the one I had before and hold it up like close to it and like, And these are mine.
Hold on. Can I see if this is a magical object first?
I like pull it out and
Guess?
going closer
Sure.
and closer and closer.
All right.
It is
Right.
non-magical.
Okay, then I'll let it touch.
Is this the key?
Did
Just
I?
a tip.
I specifically asked if this could be the key.
I believe this is the key, and she holds up the tiny, odd-shaped stone.
Okay. If you guys want to keep talking, I need to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
all three of these objects are the key, including the egg.
The egg's not the key.
Together?
It was just there.
Eggs don't just be there. That there's always something more to it, especially something so far out of place.
I don't.
You all said yourself this is not where dragon turtles usually come to lay.
Precisely. However, there's been a lot of things here that shouldn't be here, and walls
Like
that are
us.
smoother than they should be. Exactly, just like a majority of you. So,
I don't get it.
I'm sure it will be explained as time passes, but for now, just let Thatch take care of the egg. If we find the mother, we can give the egg back to the mother.
I am in more support of returning the egg to its mother than keeping it if it has a mother. Still,
Yeah.
Most things have mothers, Berkrin.
However,
Okay.
if it
Can-
still has a mother.
exists.
Can I add my little expertise in here?
Well,
Has-
she's
has-
doing
has-
it at the moment, but
Has any of our
but
responses?
this conversation involves Thatch, so
yeah,
we are
go
a
ahead.
very long way from their natural habitat. A very long way from their natural habitat. So there's a
Sure.
very high likelihood of this thing's mother is either no longer in existence or that we will never find her.
And what's
Go ahead.
what's the likelihood of this thing surviving then? If we're so far out of its natural habitat, if this thing hatches, then what's the point? Is it even going to
Because They
survive?
can survive out of their natural habitat as long as they have assistance.
So, is it possible that these caves were once filled with water?
No, because we're high in the mountains.
Discussing the dragon turtle egg.
Okay.
The potentiality of this place being covered in water at some point.
Berkrin wants to take my baby away, like the government.
Would Kara know if it was ever sea locked at all?
If it was ever sea locked, no, not
If the
to,
mountain was ever underwater.
not to her memory. No.
Could I
Oh, well.
investigate the walls to see if there's signs that it could be all these could have been formed by water?
I believe you already did that.
I never checked for that specifically.
Hun,
I just checked it.
hun, you're splitting hairs and you know it.
I am.
I only ask.
To my knowledge, this has never been underwater.
I only ask because I remember I read the story as a child. Where a wizard had filled caverns just full of water. There was a purpose, but I can't remember the story clear enough.
You can't remember the door we saw just the other day.
I saw that door. Was that not when I was asleep?
No, you weren't asleep, Berkrin. You tried to open it.
Yep.
We were all there, except maybe Maga. She would have an excuse.
And with that, Kara's gonna start heading back and stop at the
This was the
black
big
pudding.
door. The
Yeah,
biggest
big door.
door.
Get there.
Before
Oh,
before we continue, how late are you guys able to stay tonight? Because if we go through this door, we go through this door.
If we go through the door, talking hours.
It shouldn't be
Door?
hours, but probably like the
Like 2 hours.
I've got a half-hour max right now.
Okay.
Like I've pretty much. I don't think I could do later than normal tonight.
And 10-hour shifts knocked me on my ass, so I'm crashing.
Alright.
Okay.
And I am not nerfing this encounter, so. Okay.
Oh boy.
So if you guys have
So-
other stuff you would like to do leading up till then to fill in, feel free to.
I feel like before we travel through this door, we need to rest and eat.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it's been days, Berkrin.
Probably need a bath.
We can easily take some time to recuperate after our fight with the spores and fungus.
I look back at the egg and I go, there's a reason why I mentioned omelets. I'm hungry.
Do not touch my egg.
Are we going to address
We have
the...
the chicken that never goes away.
Yeah, we have infinite chicken. Infinite.
It's
We're going
clearly an egg that has already been fertilized. That would not make a good omelet.
I am going to call this the Mobius chicken strip.
It's like you don't understand the joke. It's unbelievable.
Are we...
Alright, in my defense, it's really hard to tell when you're joking or not because everything sounds super grim and dark when you talk.
I'm not. Okay, this is the way I speak. I'm sorry, I can't exactly change my inflection. I mean, I can try.
Kara's gonna look over at Nix and go,
Is this more or less serious to you?
Are we...
I don't understand that reference.
Edgelords, am I right?
Exactly.
I missed the question, I'm sorry.
Are we going to be handling the
I want to handle the puddings, honestly.
do you think we can?
Okay, but if you handle the puddings, wash your hands afterwards.
Yes,
Why?
I do believe that we're capable of it.
Why must we wash our hands?
Because you're handling pudding.
Oh.
Ignore.
And an acid pudding, come on.
It's squishy!
I heard hand in the ass pudding. Jesus Christ.
What ass
I
pudding?
need to check
Oh.
my hearing, okay? This is becoming a
jeez.
problem.
Okay, so I think a long rest outside of the pudding door would be a good idea.
They smell bad.
Eat and all that, and then what are your guys' thoughts on handling these before we head on out?
You seem fixated on it, so we may as well.
Yeah, prep spells and surprise attack?
Smell
Yeah.
bad.
Perhaps after I recover from that.
Well, I figured we would eat up, get some rest, and take care of these first thing in the morning, make our way to the ornate door and rest there for the night. Because it's going to take us the rest of the day to get there.
Yes, I think after recovering from the battle of Sporish, I could handle it.
And Kara's going to use prestidigitation all over Thatch right now.
Okay.
Why?
All over you, all over.
Because he mentioned a bath.
Ah.
I reach over to Thatch and I put my hand on Thatch's shoulder. And then when I take it away, there's just like a little flower on his shoulder, and I'm like, it accents your outfit well.
I'm floral.
All right, Floral. It's nice to meet you. I'm Kara.
Oh. Jeez.
For all of your information, I couldn't finish that. I couldn't come up with anything.
Not even my elders would make jokes that poor, Kara.
Well, they're not as elderly as me, now are they?
Hey,
Not much is.
Kara, you made a dad joke, and I'm a mom now.
And Kara busts up laughing.
I just like both of those things you just said. Right.
So, we eat
If we are
up
to
and...
rest, we should.
Yep.
We eat up and prep for attack.
Yep, eat up, rest.
Okay. So everyone should be full health, including companions.
Mm.
Yep.
So as everybody's bedding down for the night, I'm sure somebody's still going to be awake when Berkrin decides to do this. I'm sure, but he's going to wait as long as possible.
Kara would probably be awake, since she only needs to meditate.
So,
Thatch would be
Car,
asleep, curled around the egg.
basically, I think what's gonna happen is Berkrin says he'll take first watch, and then he'll let everybody lay down or begin meditating, and then what he's gonna do is he's going to attempt to shapeshift into a small spider, and see if he can go through a crack in the door to see this room. He's gonna like enter the room. He's gonna see if he can see the room with the puddings.
The room with the
Because that
puddings?
happened when he was asleep.
Okay.
He's scouting. That's a spider.
Alright, small shape is a class thing. I believe the ruling was that class things were not going to be affected by the magic mechanic.
Correct.
Right.
So he just literally wants to peer inside. He's not going to go inside or anything. I should move myself to the rest of the party. That'd be a good
If I
idea.
remember correctly, though, there wasn't really any gaps because the black puddings would have been able to come out of them.
I mean, if there's no gaps, he fails. But that's what he's attempting to do.
Right.
Does,
just what I
doesn't he
remember.
have to roll for the wild shape? I can't remember.
No.
I haven't druided in a long time now. Okay. Alright.
Not typically something we'd roll for. But if he can't get in, then he just drops back down and goes to his sitting position and resumes his watch.
Yep. So, Caramottin, you see Berkrin just suddenly kind of, he's gone. He can't even see anything. Just his clothes and all his belongings. And then after a few minutes, you see a little spider creeping out of the clothes towards the door for the black pudding.
And I failed to find a way in. So.
Yep, you do fail, as it is pretty, well, you might be able to. How small? Give me a rough size in, like, actual measurement.
Like, do you mean actual measurement, or do you mean in-game, like, sizes?
Like, actual measurement.
Like, half an inch?
Small daddy,
Half an
small
inch?
daddy long legs.
Okay.
As small as I can probably get.
Okay.
From spiders I would have reference for.
Okay.
Probably
So-
like a house spider.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, you would not. You would see that there is a roughly a 1 centimeter, just barely visible crack along the bottom, but you cannot fit through there.
I do feel like Berkrin would not bother to go back to his clothes. He would jump. He would like climb down from the door and just resume his shape and then walk back to his clothes.
Sure.
He's under the impression everyone's asleep, so he's not worried about it.
Nice tell.
I see you sleep deeply.
Not after seeing that.
Oh. It appears that the only ones who are asleep are Giggs and Thatch.
No.
Okay, so Thatch is asleep. Got it.
Well, at least I waited until you were asleep, or I thought you were asleep. And he's still just naked, walking back to his clothes. Just to be clear, he's not.
This seems like a thing. Maybe
Car's just admiring his body at the moment.
Berkrin alone time is Berkrin alone time. Do you understand, right? At least wait longer than 10 minutes. It takes a bit longer than that for me to fall asleep, at least.
Yeah, most people, yes.
As you might imagine, I don't exactly spend time with people very often.
And
You spent
that's
enough time with us
understandable.
already.
That's why this is a learning experience.
And he just starts getting dressed.
I mean, why bother at this point?
It would have been quite
Pauses,
chilly.
He looks at Nick and he goes, "Is that some sort of request?"
No, but you may as well be comfortable.
It is quite chilly.
It's not as
Is
if
that-
I find my clothes uncomfortable.
Does that affect little Berkrin? I think that's where...
No, he finishes getting dressed, but he's muttering to himself, thinking, like, But should I? Is it really that important? Keeps getting dressed.
Contemplating clothes. Edgelord 101.
Are they really necessary?
Okay. So you guys all rest. Of course, it's pretty... Nothing really happens. Pretty sure things rarely ever come in this cave. So, you guys rest. It's, you guys should be full HP, everything at this point. What would you guys like to do?
Kara's gonna mention to Berkrin, since he was asleep, that he is not to use any slashing attacks against this thing, as they do split apart.
He looks up at his scythe and he sort of turns the blade backwards and points at the blunt end.
So you're making a terrible combat weapon even worse.
You know,
you fight with a badger.
No, I fight with a bow. The badger fights with himself.
is that what happens when he chases his tail?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So after going through that, remember, we're going to go ahead and open the door. We'll focus fire on one of them. Close the door, and then just rinse and repeat that.
So he uses the cantrip produce flame, and he's like, literally fire.
Sure.
Both it'll be faster.
They're immune to poison and resistant to cold.
Likely a good thing that I will forget by the next encounter.
Maga, will you have Nyx hitting him over here by me, please? It'd be a good idea for Nyx to use a breath attack at the first one.
Okay, you must.
Let me know when you're ready.
Shit.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah, they're ready and waiting. We've got attacks prepared to just hurl things at these critters.
Okay. So I believe before we even get into rolling the initiatives, which will happen after you guys get your surprise round, that does start with Thatch, because he is in fact a whisper knife and able to really get the drop on things. Okay. I have a moment to do a music thing since I didn't get to otherwise.
So let me know when I'm supposed to roll for this.
Supposed to
Okay,
do
this thing.
initiatives or what?
No, we get a free attack first. Technically, I get 2.
I'm getting no sound from this.
We can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kindred.
To do his acid breath first?
Just
Oh, there's something.
unload is my understanding.
Yep.
Alright, well,
but
Thatch, did Thatch hold his action?
No, I was
No.
just waiting for the go-ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
I think when we start opening the door, we know the go-ahead is coming, so I don't think that's
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so,
that big of a deal.
surprise attack! Well, the ambuscade first, and then the surprise attack is afterwards, but anyway.
So, let's get the ambuscade.
Does that hit?
What? Nyx, what'd you
Whoa, I don't know
do?
about that. I clicked.
I don't know.
I clicked back into thing. That's me.
That was odd.
And I just clicked back into it, and that happened. Okay,
Can we call the little dragon Nim for the sake of ease, please?
please.
Yes. Nimarin.
Nimarin.
Nimrin.
Nimmering.
Okay, so yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
So, arrow is that, and... And 4 psychic damage.
4 psychic, huh? Okay. Nope.
Nope.
No?
No,
Yes.
for me. For me.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. Okay.
Shrimp?
Shrimp.
Okay. Alright, now we start with surprise, which I believe initiative does come in there, so you guys go ahead, roll your initiatives. And then we'll
Okay.
get the turn order from that.
Dun, 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 dun. Aha!
Jeez.
Why does it keep saying that? Does anybody else see that?
The MsGigs one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not grab your token?
It just says that sometimes.
I'm still working on my phone. I don't see my tokens because I can't see the map.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know where. Oh, there's his initiative, I think. All right.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
No, that's for Nim.
She already rolled.
I think I
I
did
rolled
mine
it.
earlier.
Yeah.
Put mine up there.
Even
Right
though
there,
now
right above mine.
Oh, sorry.
now Gigs isn't on the tracker.
I got it. I got it.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Descending. Alright, Berkrin, you get first shot here.
Rolled up earlier. Okay, never mind.
So he's gonna so he takes his produce flame and then he just throws it like at whichever one was hit at by Thatch.
Okay.
Whoever did that, yeah, Thatch.
Alright, so go ahead, roll the magic variant.
It's cantrip.
Cantrip, that's right. Don't do it. Alright.
13.
Does that hit? I don't. So. No, that hits. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Fire! Oh, it's gonna. Oh, right, I did it wrong. They did the second roll. 5 damage.
Okay. Alright, so as your flames start licking along the thing, it starts smoldering a bit. You guys start smelling that noxious smell you guys have smelled before. It's so familiar now.
I feel like I smelled it in my sleep before.
Like someone left the oven on and burning plastic.
Is Grip going to be doing anything here?
Nope, Grip's gonna hold action in case something gets past us.
Okay. It is now Thatch's turn.
Thatch is gonna do exactly what he just did earlier and just go thwack.
Okay, that hits.
Thwack. And dunk.
Okay. Thing just kind of makes a weird suckle and muck noise, just as it kind of raises up, trying to make itself bigger. It is now Nim's turn. So
Hodor.
there's one that's kind of to the left and one a bit to the right.
Fire
8.
at will. Wait, no. Acid.
That does hit.
Creature.
Go ahead and a dex save. Let's see.
What did Will do?
What's acid gonna do to one of these things?
That's
Oh,
the
God.
wrong one. Okay.
I'm really
That.
hoping acid doesn't heal it, anything like that.
Who knows?
It does not heal, however. No, it does not split. It does not seem to affect it. So the acid splashes on it, and it just nothing changes on them.
Well, that seemed significantly less effective than last time.
Strange creatures.
It is now Maga's turn.
Curious. Very, very curious.
Firebolt. Okay, go ahead and roll. No, don't roll on that. Go ahead and roll your firebolt.
Where's the
D10?
D10 damage? Activate.
It's 1d20 plus 4.
Okay, that is another 12 points. I assume you would have been aiming at the one you've already hit, correct?
That was to hit.
That was to hit.
That's the hit, not damage.
That
Yeah.
still would have hit.
Okay, so now we need the D10 damage.
Yep.
Which historically comes to 10.
100%.
Does she do it
damage
again?
So far.
Ah, not this time.
Almost.
Wah, wah, wah. Next time.
Okay, so a little bit more smoke falling off as more flame starts licking up along the side of this thing. If it could make a sound, it looks like it forms some sort of mouth as if it's trying to scream. Caramottin, it's your
Doesn't
turn.
like me.
All right. Kara's going to go ahead and do her full round of attacks on it. So, start with the first one.
Okay. Okay.
Second Jaded Chain attack.
Okay, roll damage.
And then Flurry of Blows. Oops, wrong thing.
Roll damage.
Okay. Since they're the same modifier, do you want me to use
Yeah, go
both
ahead.
of those rolls for both attacks? And that one is just 2, not the +3 on the... Oh wait, no. It's the second Jaded attack that it's a 6, not a 9.
Okay.
So was that like
Quite a bit. Okay. I just realized I didn't have this ordered right. No, I did. Alright, next it is your turn. Like a bunch of smoldering pudding stuff. Trying to make itself bigger and maybe screaming, but you don't hear any sound. Just occasional glopping noises as bits of it falls back into itself. The other one hadn't been able to do anything yet because it hasn't had a turn. I failed! Well, no, because that was the surprise round. So. Okay. That definitely hits. And you max out. Alright. Good job. Now we can get these guys into the tracker. And I remember to look up the mods. Okay. That one is bad. That one also does bad. Let's go ahead and get their orders. Berkrin, it is now your turn. No, you have one. It's been two the whole time. No, I had not. No. You guys have not done any slashing attacks. You both failed. So, you go to throw it. For whatever reason, it just kind of fizzles out. In your bag, you feel it. In your bag, you feel a thing pulse. I am correct that the stone is in your bag, right? Okay. Just making sure. I was pretty sure, but alright. Grip is holding action, correct? Okay, then it is Thatch's turn. Alright. How would you like to do this?
Have to shoot yourself in the foot?
No, I rolled really high to hit him. 23.
Right. She's asking how you want to kill it.
How do I want to kill it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't. This is subdual damage.
I'm really
That's
guessing.
the opposite of what I was gonna say.
With the addition of the psychic damage, it would probably just sort of spatter.
Okay, so as your arrow sinks into it, it collapses in on itself with such force it spatters all over the room. Everyone on front row there has bits of goo all over them. Bit of it drips off of Nyx's chin. You've got some going down the side of Caramottin's face. It's all over the clothes. It's pretty gnarly.
Delicious.
My day is complete.
It is now Nim's turn. What would Nim like to do?
Such a mess.
Nim's gonna use acid thingy again.
It had no effect.
Nim doesn't know
yes, and yeah, and Maga doesn't know this unless someone has pointed it out. That, oh hey.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because we fought these when Maga wasn't around before, and I pointed it out then, but I haven't remembered that I didn't point it out to her yet.
No, she was there for that fight.
Was she?
Yeah.
Berkrin was asleep though.
That's when Berkrin fell asleep and...
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep. However, would that have stuck because that's you guys weren't using acid damage things in that fight, Nick?
I don't know.
Up to you on that. Okay.
Hot damn.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Top 3 most useless crits ever.
No, probably did that wrong.
48.
Which would be doubled.
Okay. So here's what
So
we're gonna do.
technically that's 44 damage. I think he just melted a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I think in this, because you did manage to crit with that one, we will say that the miraculous happened, and maybe it's because of this stone that you guys found. But it sizzles through as Nyx's Nim fires its breath, and its acid breath hits the pudding. It starts fizzling and it evaporates and it doesn't quite have the same smell. It still smells pretty bad, but it's not as bad as the burning smells, and it looks like a good half of the thing just gone.
It's like overcharging a battery.
What?
Battery.
Do you not know what a battery is? No, another time. Kill it. Not dead.
Okay. Maga, it is now your turn.
Since we know fire's working, I'm going to use fire again.
Alright. Go ahead and roll to hit, and then roll damage. So roll a d20 plus your spell modifier, which I believe that's charisma, that's a +3.
+4. Am I wrong?
Spell attack bonus is +4. Yes, correct. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage.
1d100, right?
10.
Come on.
Different thing.
Come on. Give me a chance to hit 100. Come on.
Ah, yes, Firebolt. It's like Eldritch Blast, but you don't sell your soul for it.
Okay, so you fire a firebolt from the tip of your finger or wherever, and flames start licking up the side of this one. You got more smoke. Seems like somehow the ceiling might be taller though, because it's not flowing out the hallway like it had been previously.
Gross.
It is now Caramottin's turn.
I don't have line of sight on it, do I?
Nope.
You just have to step in.
Yep. So I will go ahead and step in, and then that means I can only make one Jaded Chain attack, and then my Flurry of Blows. So.
Well, that hits. Okay.
Yep. And then I'll do my 2 Flurry of Blows attacks.
Okay. Go ahead, roll damage.
So that's 15, or 10, 17, 22 damage.
Okay. Alright. And that will end your turn. Nyx, it is your turn.
Okay. I still have my Crimson Right going. So I'm going to kind of just move a little bit to the side so I can see around Caramottin and get a line of sight on the creature and go for another bow attack.
Okay.
So there's that. Oh boy.
Hold on.
So I think Nick's captions are broken too.
Yep, I just
Nope, that hits.
Oh, wow, really? Okay. So here's damage on that, and then damage on the on the fire.
Okay.
Wow. My God.
So, how would you like to do this?
I just want the kind of flame to imbue the tip of the arrow, get it kind of superheated as it shoots through the creature, and I want it to kind of sizzle and cook and sear it away to the point where it just leaves this black charred mess on the ground.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
With that, you guys have cleared out all those in that room.
Nice. I was useful this time.
the very first thing that Kara's gonna do is turn
I'll
around
drop.
to Nick and prestidigitation that muck off of him herself.
Ah. Thank you, I guess.
I can't stand filth.
That's interesting.
It's only a natural point of life.
And afterwards, she'll start checking everything in the room.
Okay. So, you don't really find any candles or bones in this room, which is not surprising given the oozes. But inside those, there seems to have been quite a few things that had been collected over time. So, where is this? You find 3 vials of potion. You find a large cloak that is dark blue on the outside and kind of silvery white on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, not that. Nope, not that. Some bear traps, some caltrops. It's 2 bear traps, 4 caltrops, 30 arrows, 20 torches, and about 20 gold pieces.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I was waiting for it. So, I'm gonna immediately inspect the arrows and caltrops to see if they're magical at all, knowing that oozes typically dissolve anything non-magical.
Usually, yes. I'm going to request the bear traps because Ranger.
They're just silvered, and that seems to be the only thing that might have kept it. It's not like there's been a lot of study around that at this point, just because it's like, well, yeah, it's not magical, and the things that have shown so far is non-magical stuff gets 8, but silver does have its own kind of magic.
Interesting. Okay. And yeah, she'll and caltrops and arrows and everything to Nyx and Thatch to do with as they please.
Okay.
Split the arrows?
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'll take those bear traps. Cause bars.
Cool. Just take care your badger doesn't get caught in them.
Oh no, they're not for the badger. After all, let's poach some poachers.
They're for bears. But
well, I suppose if the poacher's hairy enough.
A badger the size of a bear could easily mistake it, though.
So
Just
Berkrin looks at Thatch and he goes, he seems to have barely understood that.
I know, right? It's almost unbearable.
At least that one was a bit better.
You can barely handle all of it.
Most of these jokes are pretty Ursunine, though.
It's better than seeing Berkrin's bare body.
Ah, so the clothes are preferred.
Yes, this is true. It is a grisly sight.
Are we about done?
I think so.
Yes.
Right.
So as they're let's start heading towards the door so we can camp for the night, shall we?
Okay. So we're gonna say you guys make it to the door without any complications. You guys set up camp for the night outside that door, and that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Kara would be checking out the potions as well as the previous potions she had gotten, the blue one and the silver ones.
I thought I gave you the information on those because you'd already checked those out.
You did not. You said you were going to.
Wah, wah, wah.
Never got around to it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah,
To
I'll
be
have
clear,
to.
everyone else can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
And you can, so long as your bird's on your shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So if it isn't clear, Berkrin is walking around with his bird perched on his head.
Even the badger can see in the dark.
It has to be on your shoulder, or else it doesn't work.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get you the information on that. The ones from tonight, those are potions of lesser healing.
Okay.
I'm
there are how many
pretty
of those?
3. I'm pretty sure the other ones. Let's go close out. Gee, thanks.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wow, buffet.
Wah, Luigi.
Potion of poison and universal solvent.
Ooh.
Universal solvent's useful.
I believe there was more, right?
But will it really solve
was those.
anything?
What?
It was just those for that one. Otherwise, I have the greater potions and all that.
Okay. Alright. So, what was everyone's favorite part from tonight? We'll start with Ixar.
Oh, you saw my shit-eating grin and decided I was the first.
No, if I go with order of it, everyone on my Discord screen, you're top left.
Oh, interesting. On stream, I'm bottom. No. I would say
He's gonna announce that, huh?
Yeah.
I would say my absolute.
Power bottom.
It's good. It's good to know. It's good to know.
I would say my.
We were making jokes about bears earlier, so.
I would say my absolute favorite moment was trying to fit through that door.
Okay. Possum.
I got a kill. That's my favorite part.
Okay. Kill.
Yeah.
Dragon, turtle, egg, and bear jokes.
Okay. MsGig.
Getting to play with my dragon.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's fair. That is a fair thing.
Play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just play in general, for sure.
Yeah.
Ecom, your favorite part.
I don't really have a favorite part for tonight. It was all just a very nice RP session with some nice combat in it. Honestly, the puddings were with all of us here it was sad.
You slaughter. Slaughter. Short people, yeah, a little bit harder, but you get everyone together working together.
Yeah, I mean, you focus fire them and they're literally nothing.
Let's face it. When you got slaughter, there's always a little bit of laughter going along with it.
There is, especially at Berkrin's expense.
Well, also, you guys are rolling
if you say
better
so.
this time than you were last time. Because you guys focused last time, too.
Well,
True.
I was asleep, apparently.
You were dead.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here,
Unless
guys.
that becomes canon, I was not dead.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and cut over to credits, but real quick, information on our players for today. You can find what everyone is using as well as all the other info for tonight with the game, what supplements we use in our game. Should have had the players. That did not have the players. That did not have the players. Excuse me? Excuse me. I seem to have an issue with my commands. Quite possibly. I'll have to work on that. Apparently I am missing the information to find where you can find people. So Ixar121 is a streamer. You can find him at Ixar121 here on Twitch, as well as Ixar121 on Twitter. Possum Gamer also streams. You can find him on Twitter at Possum Gamer, as well as here on Twitch as Possum Gamer also. We also have Ecom, who is also yet another streamer. Great group of people here. You can find him on Twitter at EconBlackMoon and here on Twitch at EconBlackMoon as well. Ceol, you cannot find on the internet, correct? And same with MsGig. And that is the same with MsGig. So, you guys are muted. So, we're gonna cut to credits. I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid. Hang tight, we will be